Hello there. It is CJ Miller. I'm in my apartment in downtown Shreveport across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. And so, I've been uh, working on, this painting for some time now. This is where I need to truly discipline myself and stay away from this painting for a few days. And the reason why I'm at a stopping point right now is this is part of my process. I'm in this area, this particular zone, this particular way of working, this particular vision, but on the canvas, I'm looking at it and I'm seeing what I've done has has kind of I've kind of achieved the maximum with that effect. So what I'm needing to do is I'm needing to step away, give the idea a chance to cool, come back and approach it uh, with uh, with freshness. Uh, because yeah, it's great. And I did that. It's the same thing that I did when I painted the canvas and the background on the canvas in the first place, and I wasn't quite sure where we were going to go from there. But that's what I'm going to need to do. So what's going to happen? Uh, uh, when I come back to it, I'll put a little bit of, on this particular building, I'll do just a little bit of defining of these uh, windows and a bay door here, which mostly is blocked by some shrubbery, some short trees. So, but it needs to be there so that there can be a sense of continuity between this building here and or over here. But then there's this whole like beigey lavender thing. There's plenty of that on the canvas. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to work on basically some more color that'll add a little bit of pop. And as I fill in the rest of the downtown, so that we don't, to break up a little bit, so it's not exactly entirely uh, a monochrome kind of thing. I do want to put a little bit of. So I'm gonna experiment with that, find some things, and then uh, at the end of that, I will take a brush that has a small amount, just the smallest brush I can find, and I will put behind these structures a hint of just a hint of an aura or a definition to kind of help them pop out from the canvas a little bit. The slightest fine line will make these things really, really pop out and give a sense of perspective and definition, even if they're smaller. Not to overdo that, because then if you did like one solid line around it, then it would be like everything would really look flat. Uh, but yeah, it's I like to call it the halo around the sun effect. If you've gone out, you're not supposed to look at the sun, but we all have. And you look at the sun on a really, really bright day and it's all yellow, but then there's like kind of a moving little uh, orangey halo that uh, kind of goes around the sun and kind of is here one minute and there the next, and you know what I mean? That halo around the sun effect. Want to get some of that behind some of these buildings, especially some of the high rises off in the distance. And the way to do that is to give a little bit, just a fine little line. Uh, and it doesn't take much. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's wonderful. It gives a like, because otherwise, it has this effect here, where there's like, okay, we can kind of see where things should be, but they're not exactly filled in or detailed in. So, uh, but I'm gonna start on that. After a few days, I really am gonna like make myself put the brushes down uh, for a while until because that's just what I like to do, and it just requires a discipline, because otherwise, I'll keep working, and before you know it, everything will look like this. Like, and it'll be so like, oh my god, now it's just a big old lavender, blah blah blah, and then I might feel tempted to like scrap it and start all over or something. And I don't want to do that. I really like this piece, and I do have an idea of where we want to go with it. So, yeah, so folks, you're going to get a reprieve from this painting for a little while. Uh, Lucky you, right? I got to find something else to talk about for a couple of days. I don't know. We'll see. Suggestions? Let me know. I mean, how many ways can I make a chicken wing? Ooh. Okay. Uh, love and light. Peace. Bye.